Hello viewers, this is Paladin of Odin, and this is some more Magic the Gathering Online. This is another episode of the Standard Commentary series, and it looks like Red Deck wins versus Hardened Scales. So far, only green, but most likely green and white. Dragon Fodder turns up the Monastery Swift Spears. He attacks in for 4, no blocks. Scales is down to 10 already. Servant to the Scale. And passes the turn. He's in a little bit of trouble here. All Red really has to do here is manage to play probably 2 buff spells, and he'll take this. Fiery Impulse to kill off the Servant. So the counters are going to go on the Hangerback Walker. Oh, I was expecting him to respond while that was still on the stack so that he could kill off the Hangerback Walker. But now he's got a 5/5 Hangerback Walker. But it can only block 1 creature, so he's going to take out one of the Monastery Swift Spears. Titan Strength on the unblocked Swift Spear. So 1, 2, 5, 8 damage. Scales is at 2. I don't really see how he can pull out of this. He would need at least 2 blockers, and he's passing the turn. Maybe he has Winds of Kalsisma? Attacking all in from red. 4 mana, Collected Company. Not something you usually see in Scales, but I don't see why not. And he hits Servant of the Scale and Avatar of the Resolute. So 2 good enough blockers. So he blocks the whole team. Okay, Titan Strength on the Monastery Swift Spear. That will power it up enough to be able to kill off the Hangerback Walker. Oh no! He went with the Goblin to kill off the Avatar. My mistake. Managorger Hydra from Scales. That was quite the turnaround, but he is on 2 life. That is a very dangerous position because all it will take is a top deck Wild Slash and this is over. Or a Draconic Roar revealing a dragon, or now that he has his third land, an Exquisite Firecraft. Hordling Outburst, that'll get him 3 goblins and put a counter on the Hydra. But more importantly, it's threats on the field that the Scales deck can't ignore because he's so low on life. Nissa, Vastwood Seer. Hydra's up to a 5/5. So now that he has a 3rd blocker, he can attack in with the Managorger Hydra without risking too much. But he chooses not to. Because all it would take is for him to be able to kill one of these creatures and, buff one of his own. Abbot of Carroll Keep. Reveals Abbot of Carroll Keep. And it looks like he doesn't have the land to play to get the second abbot, so it will remain in exile. So they're currently at quite the stalemate. All it's going to take is for one side to outrun the other. Another Scales from Hardened Scales. So Hydra is up to I was about to say 8-8, but he starts as a 1-1, so he has 8 counters on it, so it's a 9-9. Activates Nissa, she flips, he puts out the 4-4 to replace her, and no attacks. This is quite the ridiculous stalemate. You know, in the old days, the Hardened Scales deck, all he'd have to do is top deck Overrun, and he'd win. But Overrun was OP, so they stopped printing it. Red, in this situation, all he has to do is top deck a burn spell that can hit the face. Elvish Visionary. Managorger Hydra is now a 12-12 trample, and he's got a 10-10 Hangerback Walker. Okay, +1 on Nissa, reveals a Windswept Heath that he can't really use. And Endless One for 3. Makes it a 5-5. And Managorger Hydra is a 15-15 trample. And he decides to go in. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers. And Red just takes the 15. He needs his army to be able to win this game. Or a burn spell. 4 mana. Commune with Lava. Exile the top 2 cards. Until the end of next turn you may play those cards. You exile the Tarkus command and a land. Okay, I've never seen anybody play with this card, and I have to say, it seems like crap. And top decking a Wild Slash for the win. That was quite the stalemate. And unfortunately for the Scales deck, Red had just that little bit more luck than him. Well, that video was pretty long, so I'm going to end the video there. That was Red Deck Wins versus Mono Green Scales, and if you liked what you saw, hit that like and subscribe button for me, and I'll see you in the next video.